Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are all well. I know I've not been posting it as frequently. It's just because we are super busy at the moment. I'm not being lazy. Also, actual clients have really picked up because we're coming into like bridal season, lots of events, lots of occasions. So yeah, I've been really busy with like work as well, just running around and cleaning my kit, sorting out my kit, and that's something that is consistent. I thought it would be really nice to do a 10-minute full makeup video, something that is definitely feasible for everyone, using products that are lightweight, natural, but also some that, you know, I haven't used for a really long time and I forgot how good they were. It's always a reminder when brands resend some of their OG products, then I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about this, because it's not a bad problem and I'm really grateful. But where you get sent quite a bit of PR, it's difficult to remember some of the stuff that you loved because you're constantly trying new stuff. So how's everyone doing? Talk to me. Moisturizer, I'm going to go in with Skin Rocks. This is quite a new one. Do you know what I quite like about this? So actually on the box it says, use this if you have oily skin and you want something a bit lightweight. Don't use this if you need like a rich, thick cream. Now, you know I mentioned in my previous video, and I just didn't correlate the two. So I was using the Quarterly and I was using, is it the Vino Hydrate range? Yeah, it was the pink one. And I was loving it, but I started to notice something really odd. Now, I started using the Vino Hydrate at the same time I've been using a product called Epiduo. I don't know if you guys know about Epiduo. It's actually for acne, but the reason why I've been using it is because you remember before I told you like I was getting marks on my cheek. To be fair, because of this one here that's just popped up, but this area has definitely gone down. The marks have gone flatter. They're definitely shrinking. Now, you need to be using Epiduo for at least like over 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks to start really noticing a difference. If you have used it, please share with me your experiences. I basically got it in Cyprus because they recommended it to me, and it has really helped with the texture and pores of my skin. Now, I got the product from a pharmacy in Cyprus because I literally walked in and I was like, look, I've got these marks, and they just like kept getting bigger and nothing was happening with them, and I was trying everything or trying nothing to see if that worked. And typical in Cyprus, they literally didn't give me instructions, gave me all in Greek and go, this will work for you. It's really sorry, dry throat, like good, and it's not a harsh product. And I said, okay, because I am in the sun, is it okay, like, you know, can I use it while I'm here, or should I start using it when I'm not in the sun so much? She was like, no, it's fine, use it every night, no problem. Anyway, I just started using it. She said just put it all over like as a moisturizer lightly, and in the evenings. Good thing I went on TikTok and I just typed in Epiduo. Maybe a couple days too late, but I ended up getting like this, it was like, it basically was like where it almost resurfaces your skin, but whilst it was doing that, it like was burning, it was red, it was flaking. And I was like, okay, like maybe I'm having a reaction to the product. Anyway, I went onto TikTok and did my research, and it's a really well-known product. I just haven't heard of it, and people were like, it is unbelievable if you just fight through the initial stages of where you can react a little bit, your skin does flare up, it might be irritable at first. Key thing, and this is actually what a friend of mine told me who does all skincare, she's a doctor, pharmacist, like she literally said to me, what you should have done is introduce it an hour a day. So an hour, take it off after an hour, and then put like a skin barrier cream that isn't going to irritate your skin, something just to build your skin barrier. I wasn't doing that. I literally just put it on, slept with it. And another thing, it bleaches your clothes. Thank God, again, I was putting on a jumper that was like a home jumper, but after I thought, God, what is that around the edge? Like, cause it went from brown to like a really light brown around the room, and I thought maybe it's makeup. Then it clicked. No, the product has bleach in it. That's why it says make sure you wash your hands after you've used it. So yeah, these are things that if you are using it, if you're about to use it, but the irritation does stop. Like, I've been using it now and I haven't had any of those reactions, which is good, which means my skin's starting to get a little bit used to it and stuff like that. Okay, so back to my point. Because I started using Caudalie Vino Hydrate at the same time as Epiduo, I was literally wet. I would put on my makeup, pop a powder on, within half an hour to an hour, like I literally looked like I was sweating. I related that to Epiduo because I thought that's the thing that is like probably changing the oils in my skin, giving me a little bit of like a reaction, blah, blah, blah. Then it was only when I was like, oh, let me just put a different moisturizer on today. Didn't use the Caudalie. And the oil completely subsided because I was thinking, this doesn't seem normal. I'm literally wet. So what I will say is if you've got extremely dehydrated skin, dry skin to the point where like nothing is moisturizing you, the Caudalie Vino Hydrate is extremely moisturizing. I'm gonna start with my brows actually today, and this is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I used this previously, I loved it. I had it for such a long time. It's so long lasting. You only need a little bit. My brows are pretty full. So, gosh, even brushing alone just makes such a difference. I'm brushing them up. Now, don't count all of that talking as part of my, you know, quick 10 minuto makeup. Imagine without the talking. So what I'm doing is I want to create like a glam natural look. So everything looking really defined, nice, all your features standing out in the right way, but not necessarily using a whole load of makeup, keeping it nice and simple in regards to the steps of applying your makeup. And yeah, I really go through phases where I'm like, oh, I love a good brow, and then I'm like, I don't even bother with my brows. I'm also gonna like try and come off a bit straighter because I've been seeing everyone just kind of like, to be fair, everyone's been shaving the end of their brow, and I might have in the past been like, oh, that's not, why are you doing that for? But it can look really good. I don't think I'll do it just because what if it doesn't grow back? Eyebrows are so temperamental, and you might just go too far with them and then they just won't grow back. So yeah, I've just turned off the heater, so if you notice now it's a bit more quieter. Also, I got myself back in the gym today. It has been a really long time since I've weight trained. And more than anything, it's just good for our minds, I think. So hopefully I'll be consistent with it because yeah, I tend to not be the most consistent when it comes to fitness, but I'm trying. I don't tend to do this in all my videos, but like I said, I just want to show you how you can really put together nice, neat, everything kind of popping in the right way, but not like a full-on glam. So I'm just sharpening my brows. Plus, this is so good. If you don't have time to always get them waxed or tweeze them or whatever it might be, because do you know what it is? 1 minute you look at your brows and you're like, oh, no, they don't need anything. Then the next minute you'll wake up and it's like fully grown. And you might not be able to, you know, get an appointment straight away and whatnot. So there are ways of creating an illusion of your eyebrows looking nice and shaped. And concealer is just one of those things that can really help. A nice flat brush. And I'm not necessarily going like loads of shades lighter. I'm not trying to like highlight. I'm just trying to shape the brow. Do you see like the difference? So that looks nice and really defined. And this one, it's still nice, but it's just a tiny bit more natural. I'm just going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the volumizing tinted brow gel. I'm going to just very lightly pop a little bit over my brows. This is more so just so they stay brushed up. Also a really nice colour, this one. A medium brown. So it's quite like an ash natural brown. That by itself just looks a bit weird, doesn't it? But for the base, I'm using the Laura Mercier, and this is Tinted Moisturiser Natural Dewy. Just pop a bit on. Probably too much. This is the shade 4C Hazel. I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush and just really just blend this. And don't forget as well, match yourself to your chest. My chest is actually still really tanned, so I can get away with, I mean, I do anyway, even when it's not tanned, but also because it's a tinted moisturizer, it does just blend into your skin really nicely. But yeah, I've been wearing this for the last few days and I really like it. More than anything, like, I feel like the thing that really takes a base product to another level is the shade range, because when it works, it just makes even the formula look better. You can see it's a really lightweight formula because it hasn't covered, but I don't mind that. I like that because then I just kind of like add the concealer and it gives you this really nice, beautiful skin-like finish, which I think for this time of year is amazing. Concealer, I'm gonna go in with Fenty. I absolutely love this concealer. It's called We're Even. It's a hydrating long wear concealer. I'm using the shade 290W, which stands for warm. I also love the applicator of this. It has a slight bend to it and it's kind of more flat, so it can really get in the nooks and crannies. Just around the nose, and then I'm gonna pop it over this area here. I'll let this area, you know, bake a little and really set so it grips on, has better hold. I do really love this, guys. It's a bit more of that like clean girl makeup, which I personally really love. I just love when I see people and they just look like glowing and, oh, is that their skin, is that makeup? And you can achieve it. You just have to use it with the right products alongside it. So then if you do have a few problem areas, you just kind of like mask them. Back to the hot matcha today because we're a bit chilly. I'm gonna just start blending with my tiny beauty blender, just under the eyes. I really like this concealer a lot. I think I'm gonna actually put this concealer in my kit. I've used the same concealer just to also define around my eyebrows. So it's nice now because it just all merges together. There's no like loads of different kind of shades and stuff like that. I'm actually gonna really gently blend this. Yeah, I can feel like it's kind of set a bit now, which is so much better. Yeah. This product is underrated. I do not care what anyone says. I actually fell in love with this like years ago when they sent it to me and it just launched. I have forgotten about it, and this is one of those products where I'm so glad they sent it to me. I usually use the shade Amber. They did send me Terracotta, which is fine because I'm all for looking more bronze. It is quite deep for me, so I'm going to use it sparingly. I am going to go light on this, but yeah, basically, it's such an amazing formula, and I think it's genius because it actually has coverage in it. So it almost acts like you're putting on a foundation bronzer. I can't explain. I will show you. It's honestly amazing. It never lifts product. It just creates more of a flawless base. Oh, I actually think that terracotta works really well. Yeah, you can go lightweight. The finish of it and how creamy and glowy and dewy it feels is just like so beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need to go sparingly because it is pretty dark. But I do definitely recommend this bronzer. Pop a little bit on your jaw as well. Now I don't want to go too in on my concealer, so I'm actually going to just like blend around that. Just to kind of like brighten it a bit. I'm just going to do the forehead as well. I love products like this. And it's contoured all at the same time. I'm actually now just going to pop a little bit of this on my eyes. And we've got a really nice base from where I applied the concealer, so you can get that nice bit of definition. And now for my eyes, I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty, and this is Weightless Eyeshadow Stick. This is in the shade Perspective. Absolutely love this. So easy to use, genuinely. One of the quickest, nicest eyes, and no fuss. No fuss whatsoever. And I'm going to show you, I'm not even going to use brushes because that is how easy you can do it. So I do it as a thick line, and then the edges I just blend upwards. So then you have kind of a blend, and it looks like a really natural, soft, sultry, smoky eye with genuinely like, all right, it will be 2 products because we'll pop the mascara as well and make that look nice and dark. But like 1 product as an eyeshadow, and it just looks super pretty. And make sure as well, like you just get in to the inner corners. And then I just go over it again right near the lash line just to make sure it's nice and dark. And it has this ombre look without using any brushes. I mean, and I even pop a little bit in my lower lash line, just on the outer corners. Just opens the eye up. How quick is that? I'm gonna now pop a bit of mascara on, and I'm using the Dior. This is the Dior Show, and it's not the extreme volumizing one, even though I would have liked to have tried that one. I think there's like a new one out. It's like Dior Show Extra or something. But I think it came out just after I purchased this one. So when this dries up, I will try that because this has become like one of my fave mascaras. And never neglect the inner corners of your lashes because that's what really like frames your eye. Remember, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Love that eyeshadow stick so much. Yeah, I like how this is coming together. I'm actually gonna just go in with my eyeliner brush. It's just an angled brush. Because also, I just want to show you that like you can seriously multi-use products, brushes. Just because it has a name on it or it might have a specific use doesn't mean that it can't double up or be used as something else. And that's just a really quick way of getting definition quickly. Then get your finger and blend that out. Also, just use your beauty blender. Now I'm gonna go in with Freckle by Rhode. This is the cream blush. I'm pretty bronzed as it is, so I'm literally just gonna like dab that over the cheeks a little because it has like kind of like a toasted look to it, which is really nice. You can see there. It's more of an intense warmth, which I really like. And I'm also gonna go in with the Rhode Spicy Marg. And I'm literally just gonna put this on the apples of my cheeks. I think it looks really nice and summery. Just dab a little at the tip of my nose. Powder, we're gonna go in with the Kosas Cloud Set in Translucent Candy and Translucent Candy Rose. I literally just open it, pour it into the lid, as I find that's probably the easiest way to use it. And I'm gonna do a bit of a bake with this, so it will really brighten the area. Let's chisel out those cheekbones. Now I'm gonna let that bake a little bit and we're gonna go onto the lips. I'm gonna be using, for my lip liner, the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is Dusty Rose. I think this is one of their most popular colors. They also sent this to me, which, thank you very much. It's like a brownie pink, which I think is just stunning. These pencils, the definition of them. So for my lip of choice, this is a Pout Clout Lip Plumping Pen. And this is in the peachy one, and it's by e.l.f. I'm just gonna, I'll just apply in the center. And over the top of that, one of my favorite colors by YSL, it's the YSL Love Shine Plumping Lip Oil in 05. And so pretty. Such a gorgeous color. Now let's just take off the bake. Finishing touches, so let's not forget our lower lash mascara. I'm gonna, again, multi-use, so I'm gonna use the NYX Brow product just to do some freckles. Lastly, I'm just going to add a tiny bit of highlight. With my finger, I'm just using the Cookie by Benefit. So nice, this highlighter. Been using it for years. Just going back with my blusher brush, I'm just going over it. I haven't put any more product on, but it's just to add a slight bit more of that glow from the creams. And that's the finished look, guys. I know that it's longer than 10 minutes because I've been speaking and talking through it. But honestly, like, all right, I might have been pushing it a little bit at 10 minutes, but I really feel like you could do this look in no more than 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Obviously, you need to like practice and get familiar with your products and get familiar with your routine. But once you are, you will literally be doing it like that. And I love like quick things like the Rare Beauty pencil and stuff. You could get like a full, like a glam look, but you don't need to be using heavy products that you might not specifically want to use. I hope that you like it. Of course, I'll link everything below. I really appreciate you guys, and as always, I really appreciate all your support. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and turn your notifications on. Sending you loads of love, guys. Mwah.